sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3. On low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter @NetworkPSP and on Facebook @The PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network. It's game day.
Deontay Martinez.
Supper time's up front. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun. There's room for everyone. From me and Arian to Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
PSP Network proudly presents North Dakota High School Football. This presentation on the PSP Network is presented by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Now, let's go to the gridiron for the Planet Pizza pregame show.
The number 2 team in all of the land starts their home campaign tonight here in Velva, North Dakota. It's Single A North Dakota High School football on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us for the Planet Pizza pregame show as the Velva Aggies come in at 2-0 on their home field tonight to take on Garrison-Max at 0-3. It's the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. They will deliver here tonight, 701-852-1700. If you haven't tried the chicken wings at Planet Pizza, I highly recommend it. Nick Holberg alongside of Bryce Gutnick for the Planet Pizza pregame show here tonight. Bryce, tonight's a matchup between number 2 Velva against an unrated foe in Garrison-Max, and this is a bit of a mismatch here tonight. Garrison certainly will have their hands full tonight against this Velva football team that has proven in 2 weeks that they are one of the best in North Dakota.
Yes, they have. Getting off to a fast start in these last 2 games had really been a key for Velva. Eliminating turnovers, and they've really just showed they have been ready to play in these first quarters of these first 2 games.
Garrison-Max has been outscored 110-26 on the season. On the other side, it's a Velva football team that's put up 78 on the year. Their defense has only given up 6. What can you attest that to from watching this football team so far? Why has Velva been so good so far early on?
Watching the first 2 games, I can say that there's been a lot of success up front on that defensive line. There's been a lot of push, a lot of movement. And then back in the secondary and the cornerbacks have been making and creating turnovers as well.
Fun to return to your home field or start on your home field 2 games into the season. Something special about this place here in Velva. This is the home of a tradition that's very deep in North Dakota high school football. The atmosphere tonight, the mood, the weather, everything is here. High school football season, nothing better than that, right?
Especially with everything that we've endured these last few months during the pandemic and the COVID and stuff. It's just great to have fans out here, and to give these kids the opportunity. I know there's a lot of seniors on the Velva side and stuff, and a lot of us were wondering if we were going to get that chance to play football, and we're here and we're doing it, and it's fun, and let's keep it going.
Bryce, one of the reasons we wanted to bring you on to the pregame show brought to you by Planet Pizza here tonight was to talk about some of the things that Velva has going on and looking for some facility updates and some upgrades around the park here. Talk about that just a little bit and what the efforts that you guys are working on right now and how we can help the cause.
Yeah, we've just done, there's been a series of events that we have done to be raising money for update some of the facilities out here at the complex out here, and the community's really come together and responded so great as they always do, and it's been tremendous.
How do we go about helping donate if we'd like to, or people that are watching this here tonight, some of the alumni and some of the other people around the state of North Dakota? How do you go about helping the cause here in Velva?
Actually, my wife is kind of the go-to on that. That'd be Allison Gutnecht. She can be reached. I mean, she's on your social media platforms and such, and if you reach out to her, she'd be more than happy to assist and help you out.
Bryce, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the ball game. Do you have a prediction before this one starts here tonight?
I don't know about a prediction, but I did have a question for you before I ran out. I was wondering if a Mr. Andrew Goodmanson had checked in this evening before the game.
Yeah, he absolutely will. You'll hear it right before kickoff here tonight, Mr. Gutnick. We sure appreciate you. National anthem time here in Velva. When we come back, we'll dive further into the pregame show and kick this one off. Velva and Garrison-Max tonight in single A football.
Systems go for lunch break when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Don Bissett Motors wants your vehicle, and we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're offering overbook value on good, clean trade-ins. You heard me right, overbook on clean trades. If you're looking to lower your payment, now is the very best time to bring in your trade. If you want to sell yours outright, sell it to us. Go to Don Bissett Motors on North Hill and get your best deal, or check us out at click to buy at donbissettmotors.com. We deliver.
Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, unloads, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter @NetworkPSP and on Facebook @The PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network. It's game day.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Taste and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Garrison-Max, the Troopers are in town to take on the Aggies from Velva, the number 2 team in all the land. Tonight, it's the PSP Network and live high school football coverage in the single A world tonight as Velva hosts Garrison-Max here tonight. Nick Holberg, glad to have you aboard for the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, proudly serving the Magic City for over 20 years. Visit them today for laser tag or the lunch buffet. Better yet, call them right now. Sit back and enjoy the ball game. They will deliver. 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza bringing you the pregame festivities here tonight. Time to take a look at our starting lineups as we get geared up for the matchup here tonight. Get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home and business with Clean Tech LLC. They bring you the starting lineups here tonight. This proactive deep cleaning service includes disinfecting and sanitizing. Don't forget about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Visit them online at cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Starting lineups here tonight for the Velva Aggies and which way they will go on offense. They start with Jerry Jesperson, the senior center. 6'2", 265. He wears number 75. Wyatt Hansen, senior tackle, will wear number 65. Caden Chadwick, the 11th grader, he plays the tackle position. Gabe Lakanuk, the junior guard, a guard as well. Dylan Frosshog. Adam Shemp will play tight end. Running backs Tyson Tomlinson and Gage Florence in the backfield with the wide receivers Hunter Sukunt and Tristan Brewer. Jersey Selzler, the quarterback here for this Velva Aggies football team, the team that currently is number 2 in all of North Dakota. There's the starting lineup on the offensive side of the football that we'll see first here tonight for Velva as they will receive the kick here tonight to get things started from Velva, North Dakota. We sure appreciate you for joining us here on the PSP Network. That puts a cap on the Planet Pizza pregame show. Let's get ready to rumble. It's single A football tonight. Garrison's in white. They'll travel from the right to the left for the first half of football. The Aggies are in blue with the yellow trim, white helmets for both teams. And the Aggies back to receive here with Tomlinson. On the left side, they've also got Gage Florence back to boot this one away here for Garrison-Max. It's put up into the air there by Eigelhart. The ball's going to be fielded, and Velva will start around the 40-yard line here tonight to get things rolling on the offensive side of the football. Special thanks again to our good friends at Planet Pizza, bringing you the pregame festivities here tonight on the PSP Network. Planet Pizza laser tag playground that is fantastic. The tops of the region, best pizza in the state as well, in my opinion. Planet Pizza brings you the ball game here tonight. So we take our first look at Selzler, the quarterback here for Velva. Talked about as one of the best in the region. Quarterback keeper. He's up over the 40-yard line, up to the 46. Dives it ahead forward. And Selzler's going to pick up about 5 on the play. Brings up a second down. Brings up about a second down here for the Aggies. 11:40 left here in this first quarter. Wideouts on each side here for the Aggies. One in the backfield as well. Velva sitting on a 2-0 record on the year, trying to see if they can add to that here tonight. The run and ahead forward it comes for Gage Florence. He's going to move the chains and a first down for the Aggies as he ran it right up the gut here tonight. Special thanks to our friends from Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew from here in Velva, Velva Fresh Foods, our friends at RTC, and of course, People's State Bank of Velva bringing you the ball game here tonight as well on the PSP Network. Sure hope you folks enjoy the ball game here tonight. Make sure to thank those fine sponsors that make these ball games possible here on the PSP Network. First down and 10 here for the Aggies. Pass is going to be caught and out over the 35-yard line. The pass is into the hands of Adam Shemp, and Shemp is going to move the chains on the quick hitter there from Selzler. And with 10:44 left here in quarter number 1, Velva's on the move. This is an Aggies football team that over time has stamped their way into the history books as one of the best programs in North Dakota. 1997, they won a state title. They did it again in 2000, then in 2001, 2003, 4, 5, and 6. They did it again in 9 and 10. That's the last time the Aggies have won a crown, was 2010. Is this the year? Selzler downfield into the end zone, touchdown. Sent it up to Gage Florence, and Florence is going to find his way into the end zone from the 32-yard line. And the Aggies strike for first blood tonight at 6-0. "32 yards in the air from Selzler. connected with Florence, and it's 6-0. Looks like the Aggies are going to try for the 2-point conversion. Didn't take long, 10-15 here in the first quarter of football. And here's the 2-point conversion attempt over to the corner of the end zone. This one up, and just the quick give and go. And up with the football. Adam Shep makes it an 8-0 ball game. Velva's on top. They strike for first blood tonight. You see the arm of the quarterback, Selzler. He goes to the end zone from 32 yards out. They convert that again. After that, the 2-point conversion. And the Aggies have the lead here tonight. It's 8-0 on the PSP network.
Yes, it was good. It's 8-0.
Is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Selzler to Florence, and the Aggies lead 8-0 here on the PSP network. Make it 6-0. They're going to sand it out of bounds on the 2-point conversion. I missed it. I do apologize. And the football will be received here by the Garrison Troopers up to the 25-yard line.
Adam Shep on the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Troopers.
So we get our first look at the Garrison Troopers on the side of offense here tonight. Ty Engelhardt, the junior quarterback, will lead the charge here for Garrison in this ball game tonight. 2-point conversion was no good. I do apologize. We went to the commercial break. I thought they had scored it. They did not. So it is 6-0 Velva. The 2-point conversion that was no good. Wideouts on each side here for the Troopers. 2 in the backfield. Engelhardt on the quarterback keeper, rolls out to the right side, trying to make it to the edge. He's going to get over to the line of scrimmage, and there will be a stop on the play, and it brings up a 2nd down and 10 here for the Troopers. Special thanks again to all those fine sponsors that make the ball game possible here tonight, including our friends at Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices. Check this out, their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. That's where PSP Network has all their vehicle service. That's where we buy our tires. Simply put, in my mind, Tires Plus is on a different level. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. 2nd down and 10 for the Troopers. They're tucked back at their own 25-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and the Velva defense is there and not going anywhere for the Troopers because Tristan Brewer made the stop.
Tristan Brewer on the tackle.
9:14 left here in this first quarter of football here on the PSP Network tonight. Nick Holberg, glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network as Velva and Garrison continue in this region fight here tonight. Engelhardt from the shotgun position. Wideouts on each side here for the Troopers. Quarterback keeper is going to roll out to the right side again. He is swarmed up and gobbled. Not a lot of protection there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Troopers as they have not been able to move the football past the line of scrimmage. On 3 up and 3 down, they're going to have to punt this one away. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Beaupre Law Firm. Connected to our community, your estate planning and business law attorneys, Beaupre Law Firm of the Magic City. Heigelhardt's back to punt. He's going to send this one away as Gage Florence is back to retrieve here for the Aggies. And there is a flag on the play, so we'll have a stop coming here with 8:14 left in quarter number 1. 6-0 Aggies here on the PSP Network.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Garrison-Max not helping their cause at all. They're going to get bumped back, a 5-yard penalty. They're going to have to boot this one away. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Ball's going to get moved back to the 22 on the 5-yard penalty. Down to 8:08 to play here in quarter number 1. Florence waits for it at the 45-yard line here for the Aggies as the sun continues to set in Velva. Eigelhart drops this one in right at the 50-yard line. It's going to take a Garrison roll up over the 45, down to the 44.
Ball is down at the 43-yard line. It'll be first
And the Aggies come back out for a 1st and 10 as the ball was touched there by Garrison Troopers number 31, Lane Austin. Touched the football, the punt from Eigelhart. 1st down and 10 here for the Aggies. We see Selzler come back out here for Velva. Great year on the baseball diamond for both of these teams. Velva and Garrison both made North Dakota Independent High School Baseball Tournament. We had coverage of that on the PSP Network. Great 3-day event at legendary Corbett Field. Scott Cattell and myself had the call on the PSP Network. You can go into the archives and watch those ball games on the PSP Network. Selzler, quick hitter across the middle, connects there again, and Adam Shep is going to move the chains again as Selzler just drops back to pass, finds the open receiver, and right across the middle it comes, and on the right hash, the Aggies have moved the chains again. 7:44 left here in quarter number 1. Ball up to the 44-yard line. That's where they spot it here for the Velva Aggies as they continue to push downfield. 2 wideouts on the left side, 2 in the backfield, next to Selzler. Selzler, the handoff, running up the middle, and the football is loose. Fumble on the play, and who's going to come up with it? Stripped to the ball was Tyson Tomlinson, and
the Troopers recover.
The Hats come up with it. They're going to say that the Troopers recover the fumble. And now Garrison-Max comes back onto the offensive side of the ball. Here with 7:19 remaining in our first quarter on the fumble there from Tyson Tomlinson. Well, you won't see that very often on the year. Tomlinson fumbles the football, and the Troopers are going to have a 1st down and 10 from midfield here with 7:19 left in quarter number 1 as they trail 6-0. 2-point conversion was no good for the Aggies. We thought they made it 8-0, but out of the end zone it went. Eigelhart trying to roll out of the pocket, rolls over to the right side. He's got a big man after him. Eigelhart's up with a 2-yard gain on the play, and then he's going to be hammered home there by the Aggies big man, 75, Jerry Jesperson. 6'2", 265. Hungry like the wolf came at him after he went around the edge, and Jesperson made the play, but a yard gained is where they mark it here for Garrison-Max. By the way, 28 Tastes and Taps is now open. If you're hungry, you'll leave satisfied, guaranteed. A unique menu that guarantees to have your mouth watering, open 7 days a week. 28 Tastes and Taps, 16th Street in Minot. Restaurant that's locally owned. It's a family restaurant, and it is delicious. Eigelhart over to the left side, trying to make his way up towards the 43-yard line. And again, the Velva defense swarms on top of him. And Shemp's going to make the play there for the Aggies. Down to 6:19 left here in the first quarter. 6-0 Aggies on top. They were moving the chains, and then they had a fumble on the play that resulted in Garrison-Max getting the ball back. 6:06 left here in quarter number 1. Polls are out around the state of North Dakota. We mentioned Velva's number 2 at a Premier Chiropractic and Premier Movement halftime report. We'll go through the full poll. 9-man polls are out. Kidder County's number 1 in all of North Dakota. Cavalier number 2. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion number 3. Linton HSFB number 4. Beach number 5. Garrison's going to take a timeout on the field. We'll do the same thing. Velva leads this one. They got a 6 spot on the board. 5:45 left in quarter 1. This is North Dakota Single A High School football on the PSP Network.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Marianne to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Selzler to Florence, a 32-yard toss, and that's the only score to report of the ballgame so far. Velva on top of Garrison-Max 6-0, and after a fumble, the Aggies have turned the ball over, and Garrison-Max sits with a 3rd down and 6. See if they can move the chains. 3 in the backfield, handoff and up the middle. Here comes the slick move right up and moving the chains there for the Troopers on a nice run from 24, Jaden Wagner. The junior running back picks up the first down of the ball game here for the Troopers, and they cross up to midfield now at the 49-yard line. 5:36 left in the first quarter. This is a mismatch tonight when you look at the records coming in, when you look at what happened in week number 1 at Garrison-Max. They got shellacked 38-8. They were at West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn. It wasn't much of a ball game there. Engelhardt hands it over and back up over with another 5-yard gain and a nice run from Jaden Wagner. 2nd down now here for the Troopers as they start to move the football upfield.
2nd and 4 for the Troopers.
2nd down and 4, gain of 6 you hear from the booth here in Velva. Week number 2 wasn't much better for Garrison-Max. They they're at home, against Southern McLean, and they lost by 20, 30-10. And then last week wasn't pretty, a 42-8 loss at Nedros. Not a whole lot of numbers for this football team, and they've got a banged up sideline you can see on the bottom of your screen. Handoff brought up the middle again, and this will be a tackle for a loss as the Aggie defense came flying in. They crushed Tyler Sievertson as they swarmed the attack with 4:27 left here in quarter number 1. Still 6-0. Velva on top. Aggies, on the other hand, they opened up week number 1 at Harvey. They beat their big rival 16-6 in week number 1. Last week they were at South Prairie, the new football field just south of Minot. Just about 7 miles straight south of the Magic City. 62-0. The Aggies put it on the South Prairie Royals that night 1 week ago. Next week's a big one for the Aggies. They take on Bishop Ryan. Fumble on the play. Engelhardt has the ball come free. And up with the football for the Aggies. They're going to recover. And again with the football, the big man up with it. That's James Seal that comes up with a 250 and 6'3". And the big man recovers the ball. The Aggies go back to the offensive side here with 3:49 left in our first quarter. They lead 6-0. Big thanks again to Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, and People's State Bank of Velva bringing you the broadcast tonight here from Velva. Zelsler hands it off. Spin move up the middle again and all the way up over the 40, down to the 39, and a nice move, gains some yards there for Gage Florence. And Florence continues to run it downhill here for the Aggies. Brings up a first down with 3:43 left here in quarter number 1. 6-0 Velva on top. A couple spin moves in there from Gage Florence, making a few men miss to dancing his way up to a first down. Gage Florence on the year, 136 yards on 24 carries on the season. He's got 1 touchdown, 5.7 yards per carry. Velva is well-rounded. They've got plenty of guys and plenty of skilled players that can get the job done. He's one of them that you should watch for the remainder of this season. One of the better. Handoff now this time and up the middle. Tomlinson's going to bring it ahead forward, and he's going to pick up about a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 9 to go here for Velva. Well, when you look at what Tyson Tomlinson's done on the year, he's been good on defense. He's been good on the offensive side of the ball as well. He leads the team in average yards per carry, 7.3 for him. Carried the ball only 13 times on the season, 95 yards for Tomlinson. He's in the backfield again with 2 wideouts on the right side. We might have encroachment on the defense coming here. We'll wait for the official callers and offsides. It is going to be an offsides call on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Brings up a 2nd down and 13 down for the Aggies. Same formation again. 2 wideouts on the right side, 2 in the backfield. Motion man going now is Florence as it's handed off again. No one's kept here by Selzler. Makes a move over on the right side. Selzler up to about the 32-yard line. Maybe make it to 31.
14, Tyler Siebertson on the tackle.
And it brings up a third down.
That'll bring up a third and about 5 for the Aggies.
3rd and 5 here for the Aggies with 2:10 remaining here in quarter number 1. American flag. Pretty still here tonight. A beautiful night for high school football here from Velva. If you've never been to this football field, this is certainly one that has a unique drive into it. You go through a park and over a bridge. You show up at the baseball field's out here. The football field is here as well. This is a place that has produced plenty of winners over the time that football's been a thing in North Dakota. Spin move up over the 30-yard line with the football. Gage Florence dancing his way up. It's going to bring down a 4th down, or where are they going to mark the football here? There's a holding on the offense.
We'll repeat 3rd down.
They're going to repeat the 3rd down, and the ball's going to come all the way back to behind the line of scrimmage. Got a 3rd down and about 12 to go here for the Aggies. 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Velva scored early in this one, a 32-yard toss from Selzler off to Florence. Aggies looking for a 1st down now as it's going to be handed off again. Florence cuts back over the left side. He's up all the way to about the 35-yard line. He's down there, and it will bring up a 4th down here for Velva. And will the special teams unit come on, or will they continue to go for it? Tristan Brewer is going to bring in the play call here for the Aggies. Under a minute to play in the first quarter.
It'll be 4th and about 7 for the Aggies.
4th down and 7. The Aggies are going to go for it. Ball's marked on the 35-yard line. Selzler from the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts on each side. Selzler's going to fall back to pass. Throws it across the middle. Threw it connected there.
Pass is incomplete to Hunter Sukit.
Sukit had the ball in his hands and a big defensive stop there from the Troopers, and a nice play from,
on their own 38-yard line.
I believe it was number 50 on the play, Sean Franklin. Troopers get the ball back. Six 0 Velva on top. Garrison with the football back as they make their way downfield into the sun. Starting at their own 35-yard line. Eigelhart with a receiver on each side and 2 in the backfield. Eigelhart on the quarterback keeper. He's going to move the football. Probably 2 on the play. Under 30 seconds left in our first quarter.
Jersey Selzler on the tackle. Along with Tristan.
Arbo Photography is the leader in game photo coverage and senior pictures. The proof is in the gallery. Find Arbo Photography on Facebook and Instagram or online at arbophotography.com. That's ARBAUT photography.com. We've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got a ball game on our hands, 6 0. The Aggies are on top of Garrison-Max and the Troopers. Let's go to our second quarter next. This is North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
How about the Troopers tonight? After one quarter of football, they trail 6 0 to the number 2 team in all of North Dakota. Nick Holberg here for the call on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us tonight here from Velva, North Dakota. It's Single A high school football on the PSP Network. We start the second quarter with a second down and 8 to go here for the Troopers, and they try to bring the ball forward, but again, the Velva defense large and in charge on the line of scrimmage, and the big man up again with it. Gabe Lackaduck. Or was it Chadwick? It was Caden Chadwick, 64-54. Nevertheless, a couple big boys on the front line here for this Aggies football team. Second quarter of football brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. Everybody's got a busy schedule, so a 15-minute drive-through oil change is a game changer. If you're on the go, have your vehicle serviced at Tires Plus. You'll leave with a smile. The service is second to none. Visit Tires Plus today or visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. Eigelhart, quarterback keeper, is back behind the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. In hot pursuit again. And I believe James Seal on the stop. We'll wait for the call on the field. They're giving official credit to Hansen on the tackle.
Holding on the Troopers is declined. That'll bring up 4th and about 11 for the Troopers.
4th and 11 here for Garrison. They're going to be forced to boot this one away. Only 4 alternates on the sidelines here for Garrison-Max in tonight's matchup. Back to retrieve. Gage Florence at his own 35-yard line. Eigelhart's going to be the one that's going to put the boot on it. Hammers this one up the sideline. Nice punt there. It's going to be picked up by Florence. At about the 32, he's up over the 40-yard line. And Velva's got some pretty good field position to start with a 1st and 10 here with 10:45 left in our first half of football. Thanks again to Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, People's State Bank of Velva. They're helping bring you the ball game here tonight. If you can, folks, please make sure to patronize those places. Tell them thank you so much for their help in providing the coverage for North Dakota high school football here tonight from Velva, North Dakota. Selzler on the handoff, got it back to Florence. He's going to make his way up the middle. He's still on his feet all the way up to the 50-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. But Florence maybe moving the chains here for the Aggies. They move the chains. First down here for Velva. Ball marked right on the 50-yard line.
For the Aggies on the 50-yard line.
First down and 10 here for the Aggies, trying to add to a 6-point lead. They scored with 10:51 on the clock in the first quarter. 32-yard toss that was connected from Selzler into the hands of Florence. They did not convert. Selzler's back to pass, bombs it downfield, wide open at the 20-yard line, down to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Selzler does it again, this time Adam Shep takes it to the house, and the Aggies have made it 12-0. 50 yards to the house, and the Aggies do it again, this time in the second quarter, and Jersey Selzler finds Adam Shep. Aggies are going to go for the 2-point conversion again. Trying to get the 2 back and the 1 back that they lost on their first score of the ball game. Selzler drops back, fires over to the corner of the end zone. Shep is going to grab the 8 points on the play, and that time it's good, 12-0. On to 14-0 now is the Aggies on the 50-yard toss. Converted from Selzler to Shep, and you see why he's talked about as one of the tops in North Dakota. Selzler does it again. 14-0. Aggies lead this one. Will come back, and Garrison will have the football on the return. 14-0. Single A football from Velva, the home team on top. This is PSP Network's presentation of high school football.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Taste and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Aggies get their second touchdown of the ball game, and they had some work to do against this Garrison-Max defense. Eaglehart's back on the retrieve at the 25-yard line. Eaglehart's going to break free all the way up over the 35, made his way up towards the 40-yard line. And then the stop was made from Peyton Bodine, and he made the play. And the Troopers will start at the 35-yard line, trailing by 2 scores with under 10 minutes to play here in this first half of football. Give Garrison-Max all the credit in the world tonight, hanging with the Aggies for the first part of this football game and doing a nice job defensively as Valva has found a way to score twice. They've turned the ball over once. And they're going to try for another stop here as Garrison-Max trying to come back within a score in tonight's ball game. Selzler found Shep, 50-yard line. They did it in the air to make it 12-0. Then they added the 2-point conversion. Eigelhart with a wide out on the left side. He's got 2 on the right side. Setting up now, the ball back on the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Eigelhart, little screenplay across the middle, and the incomplete pass brings up a second down and 10. You can get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home or business with CleanTech LLC. This proactive deep cleaning service includes disinfecting and sanitizing. Don't forget about CleanTech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Visit them online at cleantechllc.us. CleanTech coming to the rescue since 1992. Eigelhart looking to come to the rescue here for Garrison-Max. He hands this football off, and right at the line of scrimmage again, Sievertson runs it ahead forward. It looks like the stop is 25, Adam Shep.
Adam Shep on the tackle, lost a yard, 3rd and
9:37, ticks away the American flag. Towards the right end zone, starts to pick up a little bit of a breeze here tonight as the sun behind the trees over to our left. Starting to set officially here tonight, about an hour till the lights will be needed completely here at Velva. 3rd down and 11. Eigelhart with a receiver on the left again. 2 on the right side, 1 in the backfield. Eigelhart on the handoff, look out, fumbled football. There's going to be a rugby scrum for it. And we'll wait for the White Hats to see where this ball will land. And Valva's going to get the football back, and they're going to be in prime time scoring position. They're in the red zone with a first down and 10 with 9:03 left here in this first half of football, as the Aggies look to punch home 6 more. Big thank you again to Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, People's State Bank of Alva, helping bring the ball game to you here tonight. Selzler hands it off with some room on the near side, up over the 10-yard line, all the way down to the 5, and the run there again from Gage Florence. Dances his way down. Down to a inside.
1st and goal for the Aggies on about the 5-yard line.
Inside the 5, my apologies. Having a hard time viewing from here in the booth. 5-yard line, they're deep inside the red zone now. Put the chains away, it's a first down marker, it's all that's needed. First down from inside the 5, Selzler hands this one off, cutting over on the right side. Tomlinson cuts back, is going to make his way back over the goal line. Touchdown Aggies, and Tomlinson has found his way into the end zone on the 5-yard run. And we've got a 20-0 ball game. 8:30 left here in our first half. And Tomlinson punches that one in from 5 yards out. Aggies are going to go for 2 again. According to the stats that I have, Tomlinson, first touchdown of the year. Handoff up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is good. Aggies tack on 2 more. It's 22-0. They lead Garrison-Max here tonight. We're down to 8:30 left in our first half of football. We'll come back, and the Aggies will kick it back off to Garrison-Max. They lead by 22. This is PSP Network's presentation of Single A North Dakota High School football.
Is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Florence, Shep, and Tomlinson have all scored for Velva here tonight. They lead 22-0 with 8.5 left here in our first half of football. As the Aggies will boot this one away again. And the big man, Lackaduk, puts the foot on it, hammers it all the way down. Ball's going to roll right on the sideline, out of bounds.
All those out of bounds, here's a flag.
Flag's on the play for the ball being kicked out of bounds, so they're going to bring it ahead here for Garrison-Max. 8:30 again remains here in half number 1. Special thanks again to our good friends at Tires Plus. Can't stress it enough how fantastic the 15-minute oil change is at the Tires Plus Valvoline drive-through oil change service. Busy schedules means you got to get it done on the go. Visit Tires Plus in the Valvoline 15-minute oil change. TiresPlusND.com. You'll leave with a smile. Again, that's where PSP Network and I have all the vehicle service that we have in our family. And, of course, at the PSP Network, Tires Plus, proud supporter of local athletics. Of course, everything here on the PSP Network, including a single A matchup here tonight with Velva and Garrison-Max. Eigelhart again. Make that 31. Instead, the ball is going to be tossed out. Almost set up and intercepted. Not quite there, as under center with the toss was Lane Austin. Playing the quarterback position on that snap. Looking to see if Eigelhart comes back out here. In the quarterback position here for the Troopers. 8:25 left here in quarter number 1. 22-0. Garrison-Max trailing the Velva Aggies. Eigelhart. That's Ty Eigelhart. He's going to go over to the left side and play the wide out position. Again to the quarterback formation. Lane Austin from under center. Hands it off up the middle again. That time it's carried forward by Jaden Wagner. Doesn't gain a whole lot on the play, if any. Back to the line of scrimmage. Making a 1-yard gain. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9 here for the Troopers with 8:07 to play here in our first half of football. Hang around for the Premier Chiropractic and Premier Movement halftime report. Big thank you to our good friends at Premier Chiropractic and Premier Movement. They bring you the halftime report coming up. It's 7 minutes and 49 seconds here tonight. Beautiful night for high school football in Velva. Austin rolls it out over on the left side, tried to fire it ahead, that time to Moots. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. It will bring up a 4th down here for the Troopers. So a 4th down and a long 9 to go here for Garrison-Max. And a 5-yard penalty on the holding call. It's going to bring up.
Penalty is declined.
Penalty will be declined, and we'll just move on to the 4th down. Excuse me. 4th down, roughly 9 to go here for the Troopers. They trail by 22. Once again at the break, we'll have the Class A poll. We'll go through the state rankings on where they believe the teams from around North Dakota stand after 3 weeks of high school football for some, 2 for others. Ball's going to be punted back on the retrieve. It's Gage Florence's Eigelhart kicked it off. Florence up over the 50-yard line, and Florence is going to have a return that crosses midfield over to the 47-yard line, 48-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 here for the Aggies. Well, Velva, again, traditionally a football team and a program and a dynasty here in North Dakota that has been so fantastic for so many years. It's been since 2010 since they won their last title, however. But when you talk about the 2000s and what they were able to do during that time frame, 2001, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they won state championships. Selzler fires it across, 1st down, and a nice stop there from the defensive coverage from Lane Ossett, the sophomore. Made the stop, and on the reception was Kane Beater. Beater is going to grab the football and move the chains here for the Aggies. Clock will stop at 7:24. Now it starts back up, and we're down to 7:20 to play in half number 1. Special thanks again to our friends at Beaupre Law Firm in the Magic City, connected to our community. Your estate planning and business law attorneys at Beaupre Law Firm in Minot. Selzler fires across the middle again, and this time it's going to be gobbled up into the gloves of Peyton Bodine. And Selzler fires it from the pocket, and the chains move, and the ball is down to the 15-yard line, and a 1st down and 10 here for the Aggies. Well, Selzler certainly has patience and poise from the pocket. He's got a great arm on him as well. He fires that one up ahead to Bodine, and Bodine moves the chains, and now the Aggies are in the red zone looking to strike for more. Selzler threw that one incomplete. It was intended for Adam Shep, trying to pick up his 2nd touchdown of the ball game, but it went through the arms and incomplete. A lot of times in the single A ranks, you're going to have some strong players, but when you're looking at this Velva Aggies football program this year, not only do they have skilled positions and guys that can get the job done, they have so much size on this football team, making them such a powerful contender again here in 2020. Starting lineup for them on defense, you look at 6'2", 6'2", 6'5", 6'1", 5'11", 5'11", 5'10", 6'2", 5'11". They're huge. Again, it goes to Shep from Selzler inside the 5-yard line, and Selzler doesn't miss again. It's going to bring up a 1st down and goal here for the Aggies as they're going to try to punch 6 more in as they lead 22-0. Scored at 10:15 remaining in the 1st quarter. Then they scored at 10:04 remaining in the 2nd quarter, 8:30 remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now they're deep inside Trooper territory with a 1st down and 10. Ball marked at the 5-yard line. Wideouts on the left side, one on the left. They've got trips on the right. Selzler back to pass, fires it over to the corner of the end zone. Might be pass interference as Shep came out diving for the football, and the defensive stop was made there for Garrison-Max. Gavin Mounts on the defensive coverage. It's going to be 1st down. Replay the 1st down at half the distance to the goal line. So the ball's going to be marked at the 2.5-yard line here for the Aggies. Saw that at our AAA matchup last week with Jamestown and Minot High. The Blue Jays got the win over the Magi at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Some of the offensive schemes that were run by Jamestown were quite impressive. 5 wideouts at times. Here we see the Aggies with trips on the right again. Shep's the lone receiver on the left side. Back to pass. Selzler fires it across. Shep from 2.5 out. 2nd touchdown of the ball game for Shep. And it's a 28-0 ball game here with 5:36 left here in our 2nd quarter. Shep from Selzler from 2.5 out, and it makes it 28-0. Aggies are going to try the 2-point conversion again. Well, Selzler's got his targets that he likes to hit, and he hits them well. He's going to have a wideout on the right side this time, and he's got 2 on the left side, make it 3 trips on the left side. As Selzler is going to go over to the right side again. That time he connects it. It's Shemp again. 30-0. Velva leads with 5:35 left here in our first half of football. Aggies on their way to going 3-0 here tonight, as we've got a fight on our hands, and Velva's on top of this one. 5:36 remains here in half number 1. Again, it's high school football here on the PSP Network. Shep's second touchdown of the ball game has the Aggies on top here tonight, 30-0 with 5:35 left in half number 1. Nick Kohlberg here on the PSP Network. Glad to have you aboard for high school football and single A football here tonight from Velva, North Dakota's sun continues to go down as the Velva Aggies have mustered up a 30-0 lead, and off the kickoff after the touchdown from the Aggies, they boot it back away, and then right there again, Lane Austin was on the retrieve, and on the stop for the Aggies, I believe it was Bodine, that's who it is, on the tackle for the Aggies. Under 5.5 left here in our first half of football. Premier Chiropractic and Premier Movement. Halftime report comes up next. Try a 2-week free trial at Premier Movement ND. Eigelhart's going to roll out with it up over the 40-yard line. He's going to be hauled down there. There is a flag on the play. We'll wait and see where the flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
Wait for the official call.
Personal foul, face mask on the Aggies.
Face masking on the Aggies. That's going to bring the chains in motion, and it's going to bring up a 15-yard penalty, and the chains will move a first down and 10. They'll bring the ball up to the 50-yard line here for Garrison-Max as they look to put some points on the board to end quarter number 2.
10 on the Aggies, 44-yard line.
Down to 5:17 to play in our first half of football. Just joining us tonight, Garrison-Max is in the whites, Velva's in their blue and yellow. And it's been all Aggies here tonight. Garrison-Max has done a nice job of the ball game, however, trying to hang with the number 2 team in the state. Eigelhart back to pass, rolls it out over on the near sideline, fires it ahead. Then a big hit after the football was caught there by Lane Austin. And the Aggies big boys come over and make the play on the sideline. It looked like Chadwick was the one that was there, along with Lackaduk. And a loss of 1 yard on the play brings up a second down and 11 with under 5 to play here in half number 1. Big thanks again to our friends at Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster's Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew from right here in Velva, and Velva Fresh Foods. Also like to thank our good friends at RTC, People's State Bank of Velva, as well, helping get the ball game on the air here tonight. Eigelhart on the carry. He's going to pick up maybe one on the play. And the stop was made there.
3rd and 8 for the Troopers.
By Branson Yanish, number 32. And it brings up a 3rd down and 8 to go here for the Troopers. Beautiful night here in Velva, North Dakota. 4:07 left here in our first half. Handoff and up the middle. Here come the Troopers with 24. That's Jaden Wagner. Wagner on the carry. He's up to around the 40-yard line, brings down a 4th down at 5 to go.
Jaden Chadwick, Branson Yanish in on the tackle. That'll bring up 4th and about 5 for the Troopers.
Three minutes, 30 seconds left here in half number 1. 30-0 Aggies on top. Here of Garrison-Max. Eigelhart back in the shotgun formation. A wide on the right side, 2 on the left. Eigelhart fakes the handoff, then he flips it ahead forward. It was almost intercepted there by 25 of the Aggies. That was Adam Shep that dove out for it. Ken Griffey Jr. style in left field, unable to grab onto the football, and it's going to bring up.
That's interference on the Aggies.
It's going to bring up a 1st down, and the chains will move on the interference call on Velva. And they've been penalized a few times here tonight. Brings up a 1st down and 10, and the chains are going to move inside the 35-yard line here for the Garrison-Max Troopers as they will bring it up
1st and 10 on the 26-yard line.
even further up to the 26-yard line. And now the Troopers are trying to punch one in as they're looking to enter the red zone with Eigelhart back in the shotgun formation. Timeout called here by Garrison-Max. 3:15 left in our first half of football. 30-0 Velva's on top of the Garrison Troopers here tonight. This is North Dakota Single A High School football on the PSP Network.
Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
3 minutes, 15 seconds left in half number 1. And Garrison has found their way up to the 25-yard line. They're trying to punch home their first points of the ball game. They trail 30-0. Handoff and up with it for the Troopers went 24, Wagner. And Wagner on the carry. Brings it forward about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 to go here for Garrison-Max. .248 ticks away here in our ball game in the first half of football here tonight. Thanks again to all those fine sponsors that help get the football game on the air tonight from here in Velva, North Dakota, as the Garrison Troopers trying to get on the board for the first time here tonight. Handoff out to the left side. And on the carry was Jaden Wagner, the junior running back. And again, the defense was there for the Aggies and making the stop. Lackaduck and Tristan Brewer were the ones credited with the tackle as they made the stop. Loss on the play, 3rd down and 11 here with 2:08 remaining in half number 1. Premier Movement and Premier Chiropractic halftime report comes up next. Go through the polls and the scoring. Have the recap of the first half of football as well here on the PSP Network. 1 minute, 50 seconds to play in the first half. Head with the carry again is 24, Wagner. Close to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chadwick on the tackle. That'll bring up 4th and about 11.
4th and 11. And a timeout by the Aggies on the field. We'll do the same thing. We approach the end of the first half. We've got a 30-0 ball game. Velva on top. Come back with the finale of the first half when we return. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
And we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're offering overbook value on good, clean trade-ins. You heard me right, overbook on clean trades. If you're looking to lower your payment, now is the very best time to bring in your trade. If you want to sell yours outright, sell it to us. Go to Don Bissett Motors on North Hill and get your best deal, or check us out at click to buy at donbissettmotors.com. We deliver.
Troopers from Garrison-Max trying to get on the scoreboard to avoid run time to start our second half, as they've got a 4th down and a long 11 to go here from inside the 30-yard line on the right side of the football for the Troopers, as they have Eigelhart to the shotgun formation. Wideouts on each side, and now there will be a flag on the play again, and we'll wait for the official call.
Delay of game on the Troopers.
And it's delay of game on Garrison-Max. So they're going to move it back, and it's going to bring up a long 4th down and about 15 to go here for Garrison-Max and Eigelhart from the shotgun formation. 30-0. Velva's on top of the ball game here tonight. Eigelhart rolls it out right side. He's going to flip this one ahead into the gloves there of 14, and making the play with Sievertson. He was wrapped up and brought down hard on the play from 32 from the Aggies, and a nice play from Branson Janisch. Brings up 90 seconds remaining here in this first half of football, and the Aggies get the ball back. Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic halftime report comes up right around the corner here on the PSP Network. Selzler from the shotgun formation. Trips on the right to single wide receiver. That's Shemp on the left. Selzler takes the low snap. He's going to fall back. Rushes out of the pocket. Selzler over on the right side. Slings it up the field. Unable to get the gloves on it as it was intended for 22. Cade Beater unable to reel it in. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 1:21 left here in this first half of football. Once again, a big thank you to our friends at all of those fine businesses that we mentioned helping get the game on the air tonight, including Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, People's State Bank of Velva as well, along with our friends at Beaupre Law Firm in the Magic City. Selzler back to pass, fires it across the middle. It's completed and into the gloves of Gage Florence. Moves the chains almost up to the 50-yard line, up to the 48. And the Aggies want more to end the first half of football. Selzler from the shotgun formation. 2 on the right side, 2 on the left. Selzler back to pass, fires it downfield, off to Florence, catches the football, and Florence is going to move the chains, and the hurry-up offense is out as Selzler continues to show us what a gunslinger he is here tonight with another nice toss. As Selzler connects again, and Gage Florence made an excellent play on that one. 1st down and 10, ball's going to be marked right outside the red zone. 22-yard line. Selzler back to pass. Florence picks up the football. He's going to move it ahead forward up to the 10-yard line. And the chains will be sent down. It's going to be a 1st down and goal here for the Aggies as Selzler continues to put on a quarterback clinic here tonight on his home turf for the first game of the year here from Velva.
It'll be 1st and 10 on about the 10.
2 wideouts on the left. 2 on the right, 1 in the backfield. That's Tomlinson along with Selzler. He's going to look to fire it again. Caught by Shemp, the cutback. He's in over the 5-yard line. Corrected, it wasn't Shemp. It was Florence instead of Shemp on the reception. And the Aggies are going to have a conversation here with 22 seconds left in our first half of football.
Timeout, Aggies.
They're going to call a timeout. We're going to do the same thing. Aggies in the red zone. They look to strike for more. They lead 30-0. This is North Dakota Single A football on the PSP Network.
Systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now. It's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Arian to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Deep in the red zone on a second down. Here for the Aggies is there's wideouts, 3 of them on the left side, 1 on the right side. Sells the right of the end zone. And a completed pass in the touchdown. And Shep's got the hat trick on the night, his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Shep again is going to glove that one with 18 seconds left here in our first half. 3 touchdowns here tonight. Shep from Selzer on all of them. And that time again, a short, little quick hitter over to the right side of the end zone. And the Aggies make it 36-0. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Ball lined up at the 5-yard line. Selzer this time under center. 2 in the backfield. Fumbled the snap. Selzer's up with it. Selzer's going to go over to the corner of the end zone. Picks the football up after they fumbled it. Selzer's going to fire it over to the left side of the end zone, and Tristan Brewer gloves it there. The Aggies add 2 more. It's 38-0. 18 seconds left here in the first half. Good time to tell you about our friends at Clean Tech, offering proactive deep cleaning services that include disinfecting and sanitizing for COVID-19 deep cleaning services. Don't forget about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Visit them online at cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. 18 seconds left here in the first half, and the Aggies all over Garrison-Max and the Troopers here tonight, as the lights are just about ready to come on here in Velva, North Dakota, as the Aggies have been in the driver's seat for the majority of this ball game here tonight. Big man to boot this one away. Lackaduck. Eigelhart back to retrieve on the left side, and that's who's going to get the football. Goes over his head, rolls all the way back inside the 5-yard line. Will be fielded here by Mounts. And Mounts is going to be gobbled up inside the 15. And the clock will sit with 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. 38-0. Velva's on top. Garrison-Max looking to see if they can move it down the field here at the end of our first half before we head to the Premier Chiropractic and Premier Movement halftime report. Big thank you again to Premier Movement and Premier Chiropractic, proud supporter of athletics and our local athletes. That's why we're here tonight, promoting our local athletes from across the region. Velva and Garrison-Max, no different in this ball game here tonight. Eigelhart, quarterback keeper, he's going to be up over the 20-yard line where he's going to be brought down. And a play there by Tristan Brewer to bring him down. And that's how the first half comes to a close. 38-0. Velva's on top of Garrison-Max here tonight. It's been all Aggies in the first half. Let's go to our Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll tell you how they mustered up 38. We'll get you geared up for the second half. We'll look at the polls from single A football across the state, and then we'll come back with more. 38-0 at the break. Velva's on top. This is North Dakota high school football. Martinez dribble drop.
time's up front. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Marianne to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, on low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter, @NetworkPSP, and on Facebook, @The PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network. It's game day.
Don Bissett Motors wants your vehicle, and we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're offering overbook value on good, clean trade-ins. You heard me right, overbook on clean trades. If you're looking to lower your payment, now is the very best time to bring in your trade. If you want to sell yours outright, sell it to us. Go to Don Bissett Motors on North Hill and get your best deal, or check us out at click to buy at donbissettmotors.com. We deliver.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's up front. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Marianne to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiasts. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's up front. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Marianne to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, on low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter, @NetworkPSP, and on Facebook, the PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network, it's game day.
Don Bissett Motors wants your vehicle, and we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're offering overbook value on good, clean trade-ins. You heard me right, overbook on clean trades. If you're looking to lower your payment, now is the very best time to bring in your trade. If you want to sell yours outright, sell it to us. Go to Don Bissett Motors on North Hill and get your best deal, or check us out at click to buy at donbissettmotors.com. We deliver.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knopf. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. I've had many customers express being frustrated with the P.O. box they once had. They didn't realize they couldn't have packages delivered to their P.O. box. It's why they now have a personal mailbox here at the UPS store. We'll accept the packages for you, and you can pick them up when it's best for you. For a more efficient business, visit us at the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, on low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter, @NetworkPSP, and on Facebook, the PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network, it's game day.
Don Bissett Motors wants your vehicle, and we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're offering overbook value on good, clean trade-ins. You heard me right, overbook on clean trades. If you're looking to lower your payment, now is the very best time to bring in your trade. If you want to sell yours outright, sell it to us. Go to Don Bissett Motors on North Hill and get your best deal, or check us out at click to buy at donbissettmotors.com. We deliver.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knopf. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. I've had many customers express being frustrated with the P.O. box they once had. They didn't realize they couldn't have packages delivered to their P.O. box. It's why they now have a personal mailbox here at the UPS store. We'll accept the packages for you, and you can pick them up when it's best for you. For a more efficient business, visit us at the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Premier Movement and Premier Chiropractic bring you our halftime report here tonight from Velva, North Dakota, as the Aggies have mustered up a 38-point lead on the Garrison Troopers tonight in this single A football matchup here on the PSP Network. A big thank you to our friends at Premier Chiropractic. They've got such a personable staff of chiropractors and doctors. They do a fantastic job, specializing in all ages across the board. Big thank you again to our friends at Premier Chiropractic, bringing you the ball game here tonight. Premier Movement as well. Try a free trial today at Premier Movement. You won't be disappointed when you do that. Premier Movement helping bring you the ball game here tonight. Premier Movement halftime report. We are working on some technical difficulties here tonight, folks. We do apologize for those issues here on the PSP Network. Something we try to strive in, making sure we don't have any of those issues, but we've got some internet issues here tonight. Because of that, we're having a little bit of an issue with some of the freezing of the ball game here tonight. So we do apologize if you're watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube as well, or on the PSP Network. Doing our best to bring you the ball game here tonight from Velva, North Dakota. Langdon Edmore Munich is the number one team in all of the land according to the polls for North Dakota high school football. They received 15 first-place votes. The defending state champs trying to get it done at the number one spot. Velva currently sits number 2. Lisbon number 3. Oaks and Bowman County are tied at the number 4 spot as far as the polls are concerned. So you've got Velva at number 2, Langdon, Edmore Munich at number 1, Lisbon number 3, Oaks number 4 with Bowman County. That's the single A ranks. In the 9-man world, you've got Kidder County Cavalier, Larimore, Litchfield Marion at number 3, Linton HMB at 4, and Beulah is at number 5. Time for our second half of football here on the PSP Network. As we get geared up and ready, it will be run clock for our second half of football as Velva leads 38-0 at the break. Will the Aggies and Coach Sandy go with the second stringers, or will they continue to have the foot on the gas pedal here tonight to work on some things as they continue to move forward, trying to gain some spots in the polls? Not many places they can go at number 2 right now in the state. Trying to continue to see if they can get better and improve as they look for a Dakota Bowl championship here this year, and a team that has been so good for so many seasons. Velva looking like the real deal here again in 2020. They lead 38-0 over Garrison here tonight. First quarter, it was Selzler that found Florence, 32-yard toss that made it 6-0, Velva on top. Into the second quarter we went, and at 10:04 remaining, Selzler to Shep, a 50-yard pass, made it 14-0 on the 2-point conversion. Then it was Tomlinson on the 5-yard run, and Tomlinson made it 20-0. Then Shep from Selzler, 2.5, quick hitter, made it 28-0. That was with 5:36 remaining. And then Shep from Selzler again from 2.5 out. That made it 38-0. And that's where we sit at the end of one half of football. Second down and a long, 14 to go here for Garrison-Max. They're tucked back into their own territory. Ball's at the 29-yard line is the line of scrimmage. And the ball set up now at the 25. Velva takes on Ryan next week, and that's going to be a matchup. And that rivalry has turned into one that's been spectacular. Flag on the play.
Whistle on the play.
And we'll wait and see what the call will be here in just a moment.
Troopers, a 5-yard penalty.
Calls on Garrison, so it doesn't get any easier for him. It's going to be a second down at 17 to go, as ball will be moved all the way back to the 20-yard line. Close to a second down and 20 as the Troopers back in their own territory. Trying to see if they can move the ball ahead. Continue to work on those little things here in this ball game here tonight. Give them credit. They've had a nice ball game here tonight, doing what they can against the powerhouse Velva. We knew it was going to be a little bit of a lopsided affair tonight, and that it has been here tonight in Velva. No big surprise. Garrison again with only 4 substitutes on the sidelines. They've got 3 guys standing down there that look to be pretty banged up as well. Velva's got a sideline that's got a handful of reserves and a handful of guys that would probably be on varsity teams across the state of North Dakota without a doubt. Big thank you again to our friends at Tires Plus. We all have busy schedules, so a 15-minute drive-through oil change is a game changer. If you're on the go like us, have your vehicle serviced at Tires Plus. You'll leave with a smile. Big thank you to Tires Plus. Completed pass that was thrown to the outside.
Number 40, Gavin Mouse.
Gobbled up by number 40. It was Gavin Mouse. And then there's a flag on the play on the 3rd down play. They gained about 3 on the play. The play will result in a 4th down.
Illegal man downfield.
Legal man downfield.
Decline. That'll bring up 4th and about 12.
And there you hear it, the 4th down. And roughly 14 to go here for the Troopers from Garrison-Max. Lights are on in Velva. Flag blowing towards our north just a little bit on a beautiful September night for North Dakota high school football here tonight. Eigelhart back in the shotgun. Takes it here. He's going to boot this one back ahead. And it's going to roll all the way up to Gage Florence, where it's just going to be touched. Left alone now at the 30, make it 45-yard line. And the Aggies will come out on offense again with a 38-0 lead with under 9 to play here in our 3rd quarter. Big thank you again to Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, our friends at RTC, and People's State Bank of Velva, bringing you the broadcast here tonight on the PSP Network. Broadcast next week. Minot High will be back in action for high school football in the AAA ranks. We'll have Minot High taking on Dickinson. That's the homecoming game for the Magi. Game next Friday night, 8 p.m. at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Fumbled off the snap. Zelsler's down on the knees. He's going to grab the football at the 45. And the recovery of the ball will bring up a 2nd down and 12 to go here for the Aggies. High school volleyball on the PSP Network next week as well. Visit PSP Network. That's www.PSP Network to stay up to date with all the games from across the region. Minot High Sports, Region 6, Region 5 Athletics as well in there. Happy to be here. Scott Cattell will have a game next week. Our Friday Night Lights game of the week next week. DOB and Nedro. Scott Cattell will have the call of that one. Handoff, Tomlinson breaks free up the middle, up to the 40-yard line, and Tomlinson dances his way through. Barry Sanders style up to the 39. And the chains move here for the Aggies. They continue to have the foot on the gas pedal here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you in part by our friends at Beaupre Law Firm. Connected to our community, your estate planning and business law attorneys. We thank Beaupre Law Firm helping bring the broadcast to you here tonight. And again, if you've got estate planning or business law, visit Beaupre Law Firm in the Magic City. Zelsler's under center. Wideouts on each side. The handoff back to Tomlinson. Cuts free up on the left side. Cuts back to the right. He's over the 30, down to the 20, all the way down to the 10. 5, touchdown. Tomlinson turned the burners on. Sonic the Hedgehog called. Wants his shoes back, and we've got a 44-0 ball game. Tomlinson on the 38-yard dash scores his 2nd touchdown of the football game. $44-0, Velva on top. 6:47 time of that one remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And Tomlinson shows what kind of breakthrough speed and cutting ability he has. Man, that was fun to watch for Tomlinson. 2-point conversion coming here for the Aggies. Selzler is going to drop it back. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to run towards the goal line. Selzler's in. And Jersey Selzler not messing around tonight with a 2-point conversion. And the Aggies now lead 46-0. Velva on top of this one. Garrison gets the ball back when we return. It's high school football here on the PSP Network.
Is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Planet Pizza. Systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun. There's room for everyone. From me and Arian to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Tomlinson with a 38-yard run. Then Selzler put home the 2-point conversion, and the Aggies are in the driver's seat tonight. They have been for the entire ball game. Garrison's going to get the ball back now at roughly the 25-yard line-ish. And a first down and 10 situation coming here for Garrison. Again, our apologies on the technical difficulties here tonight. We believe to have our issues fixed on the internet stream. Again, we do apologize. 28 Tastes and Taps is now open. If you're hungry, you'll leave satisfied. We guarantee it. A unique menu that will have your mouth watering. Open 7 days a week on the south side of the Magic City on 16th Street across from the YMCA. 28 Tastes and Taps, family restaurant that's locally owned. It really is fantastic stuff at 28 Tastes and Taps. Meal portions there are unbelievable. On the handoff of the run ahead forward here for the Troopers. Ball's going to be carried up to just about 28-yard line, it looks like. And on the carry, I believe it was Mounts.
On the carry. Kyle Sandy.
Making James Sheeler on the carry.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
Brings up a second down and 6 to go here for the Troopers. Well, we talk about this Garrison football team and what they have done coming into this week. Fourth matchup of the season here tonight. Handoff and working it to the outside. Carrying the football ahead was Jaden Wagner. And the junior running back doesn't gain much on the play. Brings up a third down. Roughly 5 to go. Next week, Garrison-Max heads to Kenmare to take on the Honkers. And then after that, they're at home against Tioga. That's on the 25th of this month. The 18th, they're at Kenmare. Looking to see if they could put one in the win column here on the year. Tonight's not going to be the night against the number 2 team in all the land. Velva showing why they're ranked at the top of the list for North Dakota high school football, showing some muscle here tonight. Eigelhart to the quarterback keeper. Doesn't have an alley, nowhere to go with it. He will break free, however, up over the 30-yard line. Give Ty Eigelhart credit there. The junior quarterback continue to run downhill.
Olsen in on the tackle. That'll bring up 4th and about 2.
Fourth down and 2 as the Troopers are going to look to go for it again here. It looks like with 3:32 to play here in quarter number 3. Velva again in week number 1. They beat Harvey by 10, 16-6. They put it to South Prairie last week, 62-0. On their way to a big one here tonight against Garrison. Then it's Ryan next week, and then DLB. Eigelhart on the carry. He's going to get up towards the 40-yard line. Chains will move here for Garrison-Max, and Eigelhart has picked up a first down for the Troopers.
35-yard line.
Once again, get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home or business with CleanTech LLC. This proactive deep cleaning service includes disinfecting and sanitizing. Don't forget, about Clean Tech's 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Visit them online at cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. 46-0 Aggies on top, but it's Eigelhart that flings one out to the outside. Nearly picked off there as Colin Dean was the man on the coverage, and Dean had the ball roll through his fingertips, but he was not able to continue to hang on to it. It's going to bring up a second down and 10 now for the Troopers. Lights are on here in Velva. Just a beautiful night for high school football. Beautiful night for high school football here in Velva, North Dakota. Eigelhart out of the shotgun formation. Trips on the right side. Two wide receivers on the left. Eigelhart's going to cut back over the 40. How about this? Over the 45. Eigelhart pushing for the first down. And Ty Eigelhart getting some things done here for Garrison-Max. Eigelhart had a good year in summer baseball and independent baseball this summer. He was player to watch for at the state tournament at legendary Corbett Field. That was just a little over a month ago at legendary Corbett Field. Garrison made the trip to the tournament. Velva did as well. A lot of familiar names in the multi-sport athletes in the ball game here tonight. Under 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. The quarterback keeper, and with it ahead forward, that was Jaden Wagner that handled the football, and Wagner was up over the 50-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down now and a 3 to go here for the Troopers, who do a nice job moving the football tonight here in this second half. Under a minute to play. 46-0, Velva on top. Thanks again to Chase Pharmacy and S&J Hardware, West Inkster's Realty, and Garrison Insurance. Make sure to say thank you to those businesses when you get a chance, if you will. Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva, Fresh Foods, RTC, and People's State Bank of Velva as well, bringing you the ball game here tonight in this Velva versus Garrison-Max showdown tonight. Ty Eigelhart, quarterback keeper, he's up over the 45-yard line. First down again, and the chains are moving here for Ty Eigelhart and company, and the Troopers over midfield up to the 43-yard line, and a first down and 10. Well, if you get a chance on the PSP Network, head to the PSP Network Facebook page and check out the Shields PSP Network Rewind from this week. Hunter Ruziska took a kick return 83 yards to the house, and it was quite the run of the AAA game last week. End of 3 quarters played, 46-0. Velva's on top of this one. This is North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network. Fourth quarter comes up next. Don't go anywhere. Minutes remain here tonight. The PSP Network with Garrison-Max and the Troopers trailing Velva, the Aggies 46-0. Nick Holberg on the call tonight here on the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us here tonight from Velva, North Dakota. All right, crowd on hand here tonight for North Dakota High School football. The single A ranks the number 2 team in all the land. Velva flexing some muscle on their home field tonight in game number 1 on the home side of things. Game number 3 of the season here for the Aggies. They've outscored their opponents 78-6 on the season. That game against Ryan next week is going to be worth the price of admission. The Lions will host Velva. That game will be hosted at Ned Rose due to the bubble still being up at Herb Parker Stadium. Velva travels to Ned Rose to take on Ryan next Friday night. Yep, you've got it right. in a matchup in a rivalry ball game that should be a fun one to watch again next Friday night. K-Hart Radio will have coverage of that one for you. Here's a little quick hitter up over the middle, and the completed pass went into gloves of 48s. Garrison-Max, I apologize, I don't have a 48 on my list here.
Illegal man downfield on the Troopers.
Legal man downfield. Five-yard penalty, and they'll have to replay the down.
10 yards, that'll bring up second and about 21.
Jay Schleyer on the play on that last one, 48. I apologize, didn't have him on the roster here tonight. Wanted to give the credit where the credit's due here tonight to the ball game. Here's Eigelhart. He's going to roll out over the 45-yard line, right in front of us, up to the just about the 50. And Ty Eigelhart getting it done here tonight. Nice job from Eigelhart. Velva student section comes alive. They can taste the victory tonight. They're about to go 3-0 to start their 2020 campaign. Stick around for the Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show here tonight. If you're having a wedding event, a reunion, or a party, Pro Style Production DJ Services guarantees that your experience will be fantastic. For booking weddings, make sure to get that done now, as we are filling up for the upcoming wedding season next year. ProStyleProduction.com. Make your event Pro Style. Eigelhart back in the shotgun formation. A wide out on the left and the right. Handoff up the middle and over the 50-yard line. And on the carry here for the Troopers was number 40, and up it's Gavin Mounts that carries the football ahead. Brings up a fourth down and a long 17 to go here for the Troopers. Troopers look to punt this one back away. Again, 28 Tastes and Taps is now open in the Magic City. You'll leave satisfied, we guarantee it. Unique menu that will have your mouth watering. Open 7 days a week, located on South 16th Street. 28 Tastes and Taps, family restaurant that's locally owned. Big thank you again to them. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Garrison's going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 8:35 remains here in the ballgame tonight. All Velva in this one, 46-0. They lead as we approach the end of the ballgame here tonight. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
What a beautiful North Dakota night here tonight in Velva, North Dakota. Even more beautiful if you're a fan of the Aggies tonight. They lead 46-0 as we approach the end of the ball game here tonight. Big thank you to our beautiful camera operator, my fiance, Miss Paige. Thank you again for being here tonight to help with the PSP Network. Ball's going to be tossed ahead forward up to the 42-yard line. And again, getting a hand on the play was defensive coverage there from James Seal, the big number 55, making the stop here for the Aggies. 8 minutes, 16 seconds left here in the ball game, and Velva brings out quarterback jersey Selsler again. Under center, do they go with somebody else under center here for the Aggies at the end of the ball game here tonight? Still waiting to see. Looks like maybe the starting unit for the Aggies is off. He had to make the play call now is Colin Dean. He runs in, number 17. Let's see if he'll be the one that is under center. They rush up to the line, and it is Colin Dean. Two wideouts on the right side. Dean's going to hand this one off to Big 28. And with the run for the Aggies is Aiden Olson. Olson's all the way up for a first down. And with under 7:45 left here in this fourth quarter of football, the Aggies are going to move the chains as the second string is out, showing what they can do on the offensive side of the football. Make sure to follow the PSP Network on Twitter at Network PSP. Also, make sure to give us a like and a follow on Facebook to stay up to date. Players' interviews, coaches' conversations, highlights, rewind, game recaps, you name it, schedules. Stay up to date on the PSP Network with high school activities and the sports from around the region. Handoff up the middle again, this time breaking free for the Aggies. That's Braden Selzler, and Selzler is up to the 25-yard line. And Braden makes a play. The 6'2", 185-pound sophomore running that ball downhill. And look out for him, only a sophomore at 6'2", $185, and he can get down the field. 6:45 left here in the ballgame. Stick around for the Pro Style Production DJ Services post-game show. Get a good ball game here tonight in Velva for the Aggies, showing what they've got on the offensive side. Give credit to Garrison-Max, team that has done a good job trying to hang in here tonight. Up to the outside, breaking free, down inside the pylon and scoring for the Aggies. On the run there was Aiden Olson, the sophomore running back. And Aiden Olson takes it to the house from 41 yards out. .607 left here in the fourth quarter, and it's 52-0 as Aiden Olson takes that one down the sidelines and uses his speed and size at 5'11", 200 pounds to get down the sideline, caught the edge, hit the pylon, and scored. Call indeed from the shotgun formation. Wideouts on each side, low snap. Dean's going to be forced to run it. He's going to cross over the 5. Pylon, corner of the end zone, he scores. Colin Dean adds the 2-point conversion, and it's 54-0. Velva on top of this one. They're an entertaining bunch to watch, aren't they? They're in the driver's seat. 5:22 left. This is North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network. All Velva tonight. Garrison gets the ball back when we return.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Once again, a big thank you to all the local sponsors making tonight's ball game possible, from Velva and Garrison-Max, Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster's Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew. We're going there next after the ball game comes to a close here tonight. I highly recommend it. Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, People's State Bank of Velva, also bringing you the ball game tonight here on the PSP Network. And it's been a ball game that has been dominated here tonight by Velva. They lead 54-0, but a good ball game through the first quarter. It was only 6-0. They hung on as long as they could, did the Garrison Troopers. And again, they deserve some credit here tonight. They're just outmatched in this matchup in single A football tonight. Obviously, number 2 team in North Dakota has some power. They show that here tonight. The Troopers have not backed down. They've given it everything they've had in the ball game tonight, and they have not quit in the contest either. Give them plenty of credit here tonight. Eigelhart from the shotgun. Handoff up the middle with the run up ahead over the 40-yard line, and a nice play there from Jaden Wagner, who carries the ball up towards midfield again. Stick around for our Tires Plus player of the game tonight. That's coming up after the broadcast in our Pro Style Production post-game show. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices. And check this out, their service after the sale on the Tires Plus plan. TiresPlusND.com. On the carry again, up over midfield. Jaden Wagner, he's up over the 50-yard line. Chains are going to move for the Troopers. And Wagner does a nice job getting over the 50 back to the 48-yard line and bringing up a first down and 10 here for the Troopers tonight. Once again, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Beaupre Law Firm. Connected to our community, your estate planning and business law attorneys at Beaupre Law Firm in the Magic City. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the ball game. Troopers at midfield trying to tack one into the end zone so they don't get shut out here tonight down the carry and up over the 45-yard line. Schuer on the carry, and the tackle made there by the Aggies. Let's see who comes up with it. Kyle Sandy's in on the tackle. Brings up a second down at 6. Who is our player of the game here tonight? Jersey Selsler. Obviously doing a great job quarterbacking tonight. Shep had 3 of those touchdowns. Put their names in a hat here tonight. Tomlinson had the big run. Florence was good here tonight as well. Any of those guys certainly deserving. Eigelhart's going to carry it on over the 40, down to the 35-yard line with the football back over the 20. Eigelhart cuts back 15 down to the 10. And Ty Eigelhart then wrapped up and buried into the ground after an impressive run there. And the quarterback for the Troopers putting his name in the hat for one of our plays of the game. He brings that one all the way down inside the red zone. And a nice play, not giving up there from Ty Eigelhart.
For the Troopers on about the 11-yard line.
Down inside the 11-yard line. And the Troopers trying to punch one home. Another run like that from Eigelhart, and they will get on the board here with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the ball game. Handoff again, right up the middle. And carrying the ball forward, Jaden Wagner. Did he make it across the plane? Waiting for the call from the official, not quite. They're going to spot the ball deep inside the 5-yard line. I do believe it's going to be a first down and 10. I'm sorry, a first down and goal, excuse me. Can't get 10 when you only have 2.5 to get inside the end zone. Players down on the field. We're going to take a quick step aside as well. Hopefully everything's all right down there. Garrison-Max is pressuring 54-0. Aggies on top. This is North Dakota High School football on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the Pro Style Production Network is made possible by Planet Pizza, Don Bissett Motors, Clean Tech, 28 Tastes and Taps, First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Premier Movement, Shields, Minot's Finest Collision Center, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Arbo Photography, First International Bank and Trust, and Tires Plus. Make sure to stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Network by liking and following PSP Network on Facebook and Twitter. Pro Style Production Network, it's game day.
Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, on low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date.
Eigelhart off the quick screenplay, threw it up. And And the incomplete pass to Jay Shear. It's going to bring up a second down and goal here for the Troopers. Deep inside Velva territory, down to 1:10 left here in the ball game tonight. Thanks again for joining us on the PSP Network. Forget more high school football next week. DLB and Ned Rose, along with Minot High and Dickinson next week on the PSP Network. Quarterback keeper for Eigelhart. He's going to run it in, and Garrison is on the board here tonight as Ty Eigelhart runs it in from 2.5 out. Good for him. Hard work pays off tonight. Could say that he scored 6 against the Aggies here tonight in this matchup in Velva. (54-6) the score now. Velva still on top of the ball game. 2-point conversion coming here from the Troopers to end out the show here tonight. Eigelhart moved ahead. Where they say, nope, doesn't happen. 14 seconds ticks away, and that's just about how it's going to end tonight. Garrison-Max is going to boot it away one more time. And then we'll head to our Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show. We'll have the full recap of the scoring and how it went down tonight. We'll also have our player of the game and a conversation with two guys here tonight that certainly deserve some credit in this ball game. Give plenty of credit to Garrison-Max here tonight. They were overmatched by Velva without a doubt. And the Aggies showed their muscle tonight in this matchup. But Garrison-Max did not let off the foot feed at all. They continued to do what they could here in the ball game. They gave it one heck of an effort here tonight. They deserve some credit. Something to be said about a bunch of guys that just don't give up in a ball game when it's pretty easy to give up when it's 38-0 at the half. And they didn't do that here tonight. The other side, you got to give Velva credit and think that Velva against Ryan next week is going to be one absolute slobber knocker. That's going to be a ball game and a half next week without a doubt. Sweet Caroline now plays here at the Velva football field as the Aggie fans start to celebrate. 14 seconds left in the ball game. Troopers to boot this one back away. Will the Aggies kneel it down and call it a ball game here tonight, or will they try to tack on 6 more to reach 60 for the second time this season after beating South Prairie 62-0 1 week ago? Got to be impressed with the Aggies here in 2020. Ball's going to be taken here by the Aggies, fielded at the 35-yard line, up over the 40. And with the run clock and the 30-point advantage, there'll be one more play to be played as they set them up with 5 seconds remaining in the ball game here tonight. Thanks again for joining us on the PSP Network. Post-game show will have player interviews coming up. Don't go anywhere. You'll want to see those as well. Big thanks to Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inkster's Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, Velva Fresh Foods, RTC, People's State Bank of Velva. They brought you the ball game here tonight. And the local coverage, the victory formation's out for the Aggies. And this one's over tonight in Velva. Let's go to the Pro Style Production post-game show here tonight. 54-6 is the final score. The Aggies get the job done here tonight as they go on to get the win over Garrison-Max in the ball game. Once again, we'll have our player of the game and the recap of the entire ball game here tonight when we head to our Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show. We'll do that next. This is North Dakota High School football. Class A ranks tonight. The number 2 team in the state, the Aggies, win it big time, 54-6. We'll tell you how they did it when we return.
It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Systems go for lunch break when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. From me and Arian to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
It's time for the Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show. Don't settle for anything less than a Pro Style celebration. Now, for the stats, analysis, and highlights, let's go back to the press box for the Pro Style Production postgame show.
Polls came out earlier this week, and Velva was ranked number 2 in the state. Do you think they made a statement here tonight? Well, they certainly had their foot on the gas pedal. They win 54-6 final here tonight. 54-6 is the final score, and they certainly got the job done tonight on their home field for the home opener tonight here in Velva, and a football team that now meets with their head coach and a legend around these parts. And of course, that's Larry Sanity, as he has the conversation with his football team over in the end zone after they come up with another win here tonight. Nick Holberg for the Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show, and we wouldn't be right if we didn't thank our friends from Chase Pharmacy, S&J Hardware, West Inksters Realty, Garrison Insurance, Finish Line Burgers and Brew, and Velva Fresh Foods, along with RTC and People's State Bank. Finish Line Burgers and Brew, we're coming to see you here in just a few moments. Tires Plus has all brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices. And check this out, their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. That's where the PSP Network has their vehicles worked on. Tires Plus in Minot, TiresPlusND.com. They've got fantastic stuff at Tires Plus. They have the guaranteed lowest prices on tires. How can you beat that? I don't think you can. Tires Plus brings you the ball game here tonight and the recap of the scoring in tonight's contest. Again, Nick Holberg here for the recap on the PSP Network postgame show here tonight. And let me tell you what, this Velva football team is for real. They got started in the first quarter. It was Jersey Selzler that found Florence on a 32-yard pitch and catch, and a 6-0 score at the 10-15 mark had Velva on top in the first quarter. They waited until the second quarter to score again, but when they did, they scored 4 times. 10:04 mark, it was Selzler to Shep. A 50-yard toss made it 14-0 on the 2-point conversion. And then it was a Tomlinson 5-yard run that made it a 20-0 ball game. 8:30 the time of that touchdown that was scored. Then it was Shep from Selzler on a 2.5 little quick hitter again. It made it 28-0 on the 2-point conversion that added in. That was at the 5:36 remaining in the first half mark. And then with 18 seconds remaining in the first half, the Aggies marched it down the field again. And Selzler got it off to Shep again, 2.5 yards out. And all of a sudden, it was 38-0 at the break. In the third quarter, 6:47 remaining, Tomlinson broke free. Man, can that kid cut and run. Tomlinson took it from 38 yards out. He made it 44-0, and they added a 2-point conversion to make it 46-0. In the fourth quarter, 6:01 remaining, Aiden Olson from 41 yards out added 6 more to make it 52-0. 2-point conversion was good. And then Garrison added 2 points of their own. Tyler Eigelhart scored a little scamper from about 6 yards out, and that's where we ended the ball game here tonight, 54-6, the final score tonight in Velva. We've got 2 players of the game coming up to the booth. We'll talk to those gentlemen next when we return here on the PSP Network presentation of North Dakota High School football. Final tonight, the Aggies win 54-6. This is North Dakota High School football on the PSP Network.